Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi guys, we are from Brand Group. So today we are going to talk and demonstrate about the gait deviation in transmedial and ankle disarticulation prosthetic. But before we start the video, we would like to introduce ourselves first. My name is Aiza Lubis.
Okay, my name is Peter Zotama.
My name is Tiara. And my name is Oscar Zara. So let's check the video.
Any gait that is different from normal gait is called a gait deviation. In this first video, we will gonna analyze about the lateral thrust.
Definition of lateral thrust. Lack of lateral knee stability in stand phase. Lateral thrust occurs when weight is taken on the leg, but the distribution of the force is not even on the two sides because some structure on the lateral side is damaged and cannot support the load. We can see the patient walk in lateral border of the foot, and there is medial gap of the foot, and the pylon is leaning laterally. Then the GRF through medial of knee joint so create knee varus moment and gap at the lateral proximal of socket.
Ground reaction force. GRF of the hip. Proper function of the hip abductors is crucial for pelvic stability and optimal GRF alignment. Weakness in this muscle may lead to GRF misalignment, exacerbating lateral thrust. GRF of the knee. In lateral thrust, a shift GRF creates an external adduction moment overloading the medial knee compartment. GRF at the ankle. The GRF shifts laterally depending on prosthetic alignment or knee instability. It can lead to overpronation or oversupination, knee instability during early stand phase.
I conclude the patient walk in lateral thrust. There is pressure at the proximal lateral and distal medial.
For the second one, we will analyze about the excessive knee flexion or too much knee flexion during early stand phase. So, this gait deviation is happen during early stand phase with time point from initial contact to mid stance, and the causes is the plantar flexion bumper too stiff. It fails to create plantar flexion movement at initial contact to absorb the shock, and it also makes the foot goes to flat quickly and pulls the shank forward, and creating knee flexion moment from initial contact to mid stance. As you can see, the GRF of the ankle, knee, and hip is far from the axis. For example, during mid-stance, the GRF is going posteriorly far from the knee joint and make knee flexion moment, which is in normal gait the GRF during mid-stance supposed to be slightly anterior of knee joint. And excessive knee flexion is the most common problems during gait, and it causing knee instability in early stand phase. It creates the pressure and pain at the anterior distal tibia and posterior proximal of the stump. And from all of that information, we conclude that the patient having excessive knee flexion during early stand phase. Because one of the causes of excessive knee flexion is the plantar flexion bumper too stiff. So the correction that we can use for the prosthesis is we can change the rubber of the plantar flexion bumper into the new one, so it makes the plantar flexion bumper not stiff again.